Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Does Tarot, and this is your Astro Tarot 2023 reading for Aquarius or anyone who chose the Final Rose Tarot, which is a really beautiful tarot deck that my daughter gave me. And we have the affirmators cards to go with it and a romantic reading. And because you're Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and throw in some aliens too beyond Lemuria for some extra messages. Okay, so let's see what the Final Rose Tarot has for us. It's all like a bachelorette themed deck, so it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's see what we get. So I've been asking for 3 cards at least to get like a year prediction, even though I do the same thing in my daily dust for just a day. And cards can do that, you know. They can give us a big energy or a more mundane energy. If you haven't already looked at the intro, I recommend that so you can connect with the deck if you are trying to choose for other than your zodiac sign. And you can definitely also look at the readings for your rising and your moon sign. And for any other reason, this is also for those of you who chose the number 11. That one wants to come out. Ooh, 2 of Roses. Date card. Oh, that's nice. So going on a date. Just one date. Well, you might have a very special date or several special dates this year. It may be also a good time to maybe for the singles out there to do a dating app, possibly. I think maybe your significant other, if you have a person, they may be really focusing on you and taking you out more often. We have, oh yeah, look at that, the moon. And it's like dancing under the moon. Okay, yeah. Isn't that sweet? Okay, let's see what else. The moon energy sometimes is fear of the unknown, but if you're a very intuitive and enlightened type of person, then moon energy is just excitement of the next mystery coming into your life, basically. So what does this mean? This dancing under the moon. A special dance with someone. At the end of your date. A special date. All right, you have 2 more. You have the advisor and the 2 on 1. That looks a little aggressive. Oh, okay. You know, this makes me feel like, so we've got, it's not just a love reading, of course. This is supposed to represent your whole year and energies throughout the year. So I'm definitely in love. I'm seeing thumbs up. Everything's going well. You may, I feel like with the counselor, the advisor here, there may be some going to counseling happening or therapy, or you helping other people, you being like a good friend. And then with the 2 on 1, the 2 of mirrors, which is 2 of swords, it's like it feels like athleticism. It could be taking up some kind of sport or boxing or some kind of physical activity where there's punching going on. I don't know, maybe not punching, but maybe like it's just very physical, a lot of body contact. that could be it. But let's get more different views here. So, back to the Two of Mirrors. It represents the Two of Swords, and then usually you'll see the person with the blindfold crossing their chest with the two swords, representing choices. And so there could be choices having to be made, and being in your head a little bit too much sometimes. And the best way to get out of your head is, or at least in your monkey mind or your ego mind, is to transition those thoughts and let them go and surrender them to more of a productive thought, which is your intuitive self, your higher self. So also, I feel like there's a impartiality here. Like, oftentimes the Justice card, which represents Libra, represents also impartiality, fairness, not judging a book by its cover, not judging things by, or not favoring things, like playing favorites, or going down that road. Because you're blindfolded, you act out of your intuition, one, but also the information, and weighing both sides of things and gathering information. So I feel like that's a lot that's going on here. It's like a lot of gathering information and weighing both sides of things. But I think in general there's going to be an impartiality. There's no playing favorites. There's it's kind of like you treat everybody the same way. You'll if somebody says, you said that to me, like, I say that to everybody, so it's something like that. um but I think it's playful a little bit too. Kind of makes me think of Five of Wands, how it's like a mock fight. This feels also kind of playful. And if you're facing a decision, and it's sometimes it's important to just take a road and just follow through with it. But I hardly ever say this, but if it does not, but if neither option feels right, then not offering up a rose. Like, if you think about the Bachelor and Bachelorette, there has been very rare occasion, but there's times where a rose isn't given to either person or to anyone, or so when you have to make that decision and it just doesn't sit right, then just don't do it. Don't go through with something just because it's tradition or what everybody does or it's expected of you or whatever. You can follow your own path. So sometimes the Two of Swords energy makes you kind of sit in your head. And I know that Aquarius doesn't worry about what people think of them, but there's just that little bit that sometimes creeps up. Sometimes I feel like, let it go, be your authentic self. You don't need to worry about that outside source, and also, or that outside energy or influence. But don't stay stuck without making a decision too long. Okay. But okay, but this could all stem from an amazing date night, right? And something could happen from this date night where you ask advice of somebody, which puts you in your head and make you kind of go back and forth. Or if you're back and forth in your head, then if you trust somebody really strongly, the advisor could be the one to help you. Or the advisor is your higher self, because the advisor represents the high priestess here. And she's about seniority, wisdom, guidance, intuition. So it really is tapping into your higher self and your higher energy here. And yeah, and just trusting your intuition. She holds the wisdom of the unknown. And it's funny because the moon represents the unknown. So in traditional tarot, the high priestess is also the kind of the goddess of the moon and the holder of secrets, and the moon represents her power and the secrets that she holds. And also, check your moon sign, because your moon sign could have something to do with with why you act and react in certain ways. Um, the moon sign represents your moods, and it may, if you're Aquarius and your moon sign is real different than Aquarius, sometimes you may not be behaving authentically, or maybe your mood is changing what you might instinctively want to do or intuitively want to do, or maybe the other way around. Maybe the moon is helping and aiding you. The moon is all about dreams and emotions, and sometimes it's illusions, and sometimes it's fear of the unknown. But most of the time, I think it represents an unknown that if you're an intuitive person, you step into with a lot of excitement, I think, because it's like spooky, sometimes a little spooky. Okay, so if you are, whether you're a fan or not of the horror genre, let's put it that way, the thrill of it's kind of similar to the thrill of that, right? Or a thrill that's what causes this thrill, is sort of what's out there, what's going to happen. It's a surprise kind of that connects you to your body, and an energy that ripples through it. So I feel like something like that, like it could feel like a little bit of a happy surprise coming through, or just a thrill, whether it's happy or not, it's just some kind of an excitement and a thrill. So something going through the year has to do with this. It's dancing under the moonlit sky, being serenaded, music in the air for you. There's a lot of emotions here too. So staying cool under pressure, or cool under all of these intense emotions, and constantly tapping into your higher self, or with people, like-minded spiritual people who will keep you, who'll be supportive. Or if you have like a fairy godmother or some kind of, this could also represent that a spirit energy too, yeah, like a guardian angel energy, which is really sweet. But I mean, you have a beautiful cards here: two of roses, two of cups. That means your year is full of coupling. It's finding the perfect partner, the perfect match, really great companions, um, people who are always there for you. It's finding a balance in your life. Um, work projects sometimes you may undertake with a coworker sometimes, but it's just feeling like it's also like a planning of the future and seeing into the future. Like I always see Aquarius as the future person. I always call my daughter my future girl, because it's like automatically Aquarians just see the future without any real meditation or work. It's not the exact same thing as being psychic, although it's similar. And I think a lot of Aquarians can be also psychic, but I think even if you're Aquarius and you're not psychic, somehow you just kind of know the future. Like the trends, and what the possibilities. It's almost like a formula to you. What exactly can and will happen next. And so that's why you're not afraid of the moon. It's like because you just know, and you feel comfortable, and you feel happy here. So, and it's kind of, I think, in a general sense, I know this is a little weird, but this is like, okay, so Aquarians are a little weird. This is kind of like your way of manifesting. Your way of manifesting is already knowing what's going to happen, and visualizing a positive outcome, and saying, you know what, I'm here, but I already know it's going to get better, and I already know I'm going to do fine, and I already know this situation is going to balance itself out, and I already know everything's going to be okay. You just already know, like, and you usually default on the positive energy. And if you don't, then that's the only place where you might want to work a little bit, is and making sure you default on on the positive outlook. And if you want to, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you want more abundance in your life and happy things, then imagine that, right? Imagine those good things. If you like I don't know, if you like dark mystery, you can imagine that too if you want to, if you want to be surrounded by mystical, magical, dark and gloomy things. But whatever brings you joy, right? The things that bring you joy, the atmosphere, the environment, the people and scenarios and abundance that make you feel at home and make you feel good. Because I feel like the Two of Roses also is kind of like a home feeling, a comfort feeling too. The date card represents that there is a big unknown thing happening. So all right, so that helps a lot. The future is unknown, but yet you know it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, we're going to get some more information for you from the, first of all, the affirmators can help us out a little bit and also can lighten up the mood. And if you feel a little bit like you need a good joke, or you need somebody to tell you a good story, the affirmators are here to do that. Let's see. I love these cards. They're so cute and funny. And one of the reasons why I got these out is because of love and relationships, and the final Rose Tarot just is all about love and relationships. And also, if you want to check out Sagittarius for the Rose reading, I recommend Sagittarius for its Rose Oracle portion of that reading. But you could listen to the whole thing and see. Okay. Oh, look at that. You're receiving a date card. Oh my gosh. You're receiving. So it says, I open up. Okay, now it's just too bright. Let me turn down the lights. I got light coming in both windows now, and I also put a filter to make it more light filled. So it says, I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or hate mail. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. All right, so this is a definite year of receiving love for you. And you know what? Because you're beautiful just the way you are. No matter what, you are getting that love energy. And you look what else you got. You got the perfect match. So whether you're single or you have somebody in your life, this is your perfect match. Congratulations, you've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. This is the sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love that neither party will have to hide their farts from. Smells like a special duo. Okay. And honesty. So this heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results is a rootin' tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited except the bagpipe players, but they'll show up anyway. Okay. It's funny because the high priestess, she generally is kind of this energy that keeps things to herself. She's a secret keeper, and all at once, this card to me represents this keeping things to yourself and also sharing, especially with a special someone, male or female, but also both. Like you could be connecting really strongly with a masculine or feminine that is your partner, and you could also have good friends that you count on. So you have both. All right, so we're going to get a little beyond Lemuria too for more spiritual messages. see. What else? Okay. Maybe we can get a little career or health or some other area of your life through the... If not, then you can definitely check out my 2023 quadrant charm reading, which you'll have a choice of 3 different quadrant readings. That's coming up soon. Real soon. Maybe today. Okay. So you have the solar plexus chakra. It's radiant illumination. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of your being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings your passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small unworthiness. The idea that you are taking up space and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides at your center and be energized, motivated, and fueled with inspiration. Bring forth more of what you wish to birth into the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment, you can confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. That's deep. And, ooh, you're evolving here. Consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation, success, or becoming a better version of yourself? Look for ways to flourish in the face of challenge. Break a problem down to its element. Be creative and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. So, this is a year that you can transform, evolve, be the best you can be, both, mentally, physically, spiritually, all of the above. And you're tapping into, look at that, see, you got the transformation card too. Go inwards and be present with whatever you are at in your process and whatever you need to feel. And it may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself and bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection. Insight will come, shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if that's what you are holding on to, and laugh at the ironic divine perfection of it all. I do that. That's the best way for me to deal with stuff, is find some comedy and just laugh at life, Journey beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being, revel in the twilight before the dawn, and let your wings unfurl. And that feels like, I just feel like this advisor energy, this higher, connecting with your higher self and also getting great advice from people. You have a few more cards came out, but I feel like those are the 3 main ones. And we had a lot of love already come out in the tarot, but let me just get a quickie little romantic fairy reading. Let's see what's coming up next in your love life. I want to shuffle on camera, but I don't want it to like fly everywhere and knock everything over. Okay. You have a healing connection here. So your romance will transform your life. See, we have some more transformation happening. So wherever, in whatever part of your life you want to transform, change, to better, to expand, or whatever, or transmutates, or I feel like this partner that's coming through is going to be a big help. And I think it's more than one partner. I mean, more than one person. One is a partner and one is a best friend. So I think these individuals, or one is your higher self, or both, or all three of them. It's like you have really strong protective energy around you, helping energy, especially a good and beautiful perfect match coming through. And yeah, 2 on 1. I just could see sometimes saw a decision like going back and forth in your head a little bit here and there, but that you will conquer that. And you can conquer a lot of things through some like physical aggression too. That's what I'm seeing. All right, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Hit that little thumb down there and you get a little confetti party. Definitely watch the other videos for your sun sign, for your moon and your rising sign. And here it suggests to watch the moon sign reading. Also, like choose any deck that's calling out to you. Go ahead and go back and watch that intro and see if there's any other decks that are pulling you towards it, and check that out. And maybe watch Sagittarius for a rose reading, since this is the final rose, and the rose could represent people, because the rose oracle is an archetype oracle. So if you're wondering like, who's this person, then check that out and you'll find out who. All right, so I'll see you at the next reading. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.